Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix and welcome to the extended cut of Tallowmere. Now, what is an extended cut, you may ask? Well, basically, I did a 90-second dash on Tallowmere and I got a lot of people liking the 90-second variety in terms of giving them a good, first opinion on the game. However, there's always that cut in which, you had to lose information of some sort in the 90-second portion, and some people asked a little bit more about it. And in particular, Tallowmere came up, and I thought it was a good idea to play a little bit more and show you guys a little bit more of the detail. So the 90-second is the sort of appetizer to this, which is maybe a little bit more detailed, and you got the idea of what the restaurant, aka the game, has to offer for you. So this is your starting area. You always start here and can come back here at any time with this portal once you find the other portal in the appropriate place. Now, you'll see there is a little basket of kittens here. Why are they there? Well, each game you can start off by sacrificing kittens. Yeah, I know, barbaric, but each kitten you sacrifice gives you plus 10 health. The idea is you're supposed to feel guilty about sacrificing kittens in order to get further and further. Now, each kitten you sacrifice puts you on a different leaderboard. So the scoring in terms of how many points, how many kills you got, how far you got, how much time did you stay in terms of live, is based on the number of kittens you sacrificed. So it is sort of that, okay, you really want to, change things around, but on the other hand, you don't want to go in there with 10 health and, maybe get your butt handed to you. There's also the Punisher here. The Punisher gives you more challenges. So for example, I could have no anti-stun potions that I can use, or no healing potions, not get coins from my enemies. In fact, I'm going to turn that one on. Resistances are null, I'm going to turn that one off. Rooms contain double enemies. They deal double damage, they attack twice as fast. So you really have an option in terms of changing up your gameplay and how you want to look at things. How do you want to really challenge yourself? And I do like that. So we'll come back here later on most likely, but we're gonna go forward at this point because, well, that's what this game is all about. Adventuring. So here we go. First area, randomly generated dungeons. You will see some similar portions in dungeons, but not really. Alright, we got these guys, these enemies here. He's gonna come right at me. That blue part is a soul. Each soul that you get, you can trade in X amount of souls to level up. As you see in the right corner there, I have 2 of 15, so I need 13 more souls in order to level up and get a little bit more stronger, healthier, things like that. Now, one of the things you'll note about this game is its enemy types. Enemy types can range from that fireball mage to the electric shocker here. There is a good variety in terms of tactics you have to do. The fireball will sort of, trace you in terms of, home in on you. The electric is more of a frontal assault in terms of shock. They need line of sight. That guy has stun potions and is probably the more dangerous of people because he can stun you, and when you're stunned, other enemies can just rip you apart. Alright, so I got an axe here. Let's see I got a mercenary suit. Let's put that on. So each of the suits that you find, or, helmets and things like that, will have different benefits. This is going to give me a little bit more movement speed, which is fine. Okay, this is an elite enemy. You notice he's bigger, and there's a black chest glowing here. I have to defeat him in order to get that black chest, but that usually has something better in it, most of the time. Alright, so I killed him. Let's open up the chest. Amended shield. Good. So, shield, I think it automatically, well, no, didn't automatically equip. So, health regain and axe damage, and I have an axe in my hand, so that's really good for me. Alright, simple enough to begin with, but we're going to keep on going here. We're starting to see more enemies, and it's getting a little bit more dangerous. Okay, so that shield of yours is going to be really important. It is your only defense against these guys. Besides, you can try to dodge them, but really, it's your shield that's really going to come in handy. Alright, you guys are in the corner. Pretty good layout to start off this portion. Alright, a mercenary helmet, that's good. And what did I get? Ooh, a flamethrower. Now, each weapon has a real difference in terms of the way it's operated. Flamethrower, very short range, but can do a lot of damage in that short range. Axe, as you've seen, it's a close range, but you have a little bit of vertical slice to it in terms of being able to hit enemies above and below you. So there is reasons to change up your weaponry because of all the strengths of them. Sometimes you'll have weapons that just don't work in the situation that you need it to. And even though you can try, it's better to change your weapon rather than to just focus on using one at times. Now, if you have a weapon that's really, really powerful, okay, maybe so, and you are getting really annoying, I'm just going to try to cut through you. There we go. All right, so now you also notice that I have this little soul thing around me. This little soul thing around me I activate at the statue. That's how I level up, and so it's going to give me plus maximum health, plus attack power, and plus health on kill. Good. I'm more powerful. Ooh, top depth rocket launcher. That's very powerful too. And the air soar emerald dagger. So, rocket launcher. Now it auto aims on ranged ones. Now that seems like, okay, that's really easy. Yeah, yes and no. The problem with the auto aim portion is that, yeah, it auto aims, but most of the weapons in terms of ranged are usually explosive in nature, and if they're explosive in nature, well, guess what? You can damage yourself. Ooh, that looked like it was a rare. Yep, wild guard. Plus grenade damage, that sucks. Melee damage, physical resistances, and all resistances. I'm glad to turn that punishment off. So, as you see there, and it also has a little bit of a physics engine too, which is sort of cool. Just make body parts fly around for no good reason. And you saw that I damaged myself there. Now the emerald dagger is a little bit different because if I don't attack for a while, I can go invisible. Which means I can sort of sneak past enemies. They don't tell you that. They tell you that in the trailer of the game, which the trailer isn't that great for this game because it doesn't do a good job of showing off the game in question. Or at least drawing interest in it. Alright, there we go. Up, you see that shock? Oh, and I've got... Yeah, those stun potions are going to be your death. Because once you're stunned, you're sort of waiting there for the next couple minutes or seconds in there, and you can take a lot of damage in that period of time. Luckily, I'm in a spot where they can't take advantage of that. Oh, there we go. Heart, heart, heart. Now, you saw that the room started with double trouble. So there are special rooms in which there are little things to it. I think double trouble means that you will get even twice the enemies that you usually do, and considering I already have that curse on me, oh boy, I'm between two stunned. Oh boy, this may be my death. Okay, there we go. I was able to get out of there. There is a little bit of time for you to work through those areas in question. Alright, I don't need that emerald dagger. Block him with a shield. Your shield is your biggest ally in this one. Up. Okay, there we go. And an ice wand. Ooh, that's a really good ice wand, too. Alright, there we go. And I got another soul portion. But first I'm going to go back to town, because I think I need to go back to town at this point. I'm going to talk to the merchant here. I'm going to sell him some of my other items in question. I don't need my axe anymore. I've already got a better dagger than that. I do like keeping one of every type, because of the fact that you really do need to mess around with what is your best combinations. Can I buy anything of any use? Ooh. What was the shield that I've got? The mended? The mended one's fine. Patchwork clothes. I got the wild garb. So, alright. Well, actually, I will buy the grenades because just to show you guys exactly what the grenades do. The grenades, you can throw like 20 of them at a time, but don't get in the range of them because, well, you'll explode. Alright, ready to open that one. Now you can switch if you're using a controller with the D-pad in question, which is really nice. It's really useful in terms of, you know, using what you have available to you. This is a controller game, in my opinion. The mouse and keyboard can work, but I just prefer the controller on this one. Alright, I've got the souls, so I'm going to give them that to them, and hearts, attack power, and crit chance. Excellent. Now you can see that there isn't really, you can fire as much as you want, and I'm just dealing massive enemy damage here with the rocket launcher. Katana. Alright, but again, I can take 12 damage every time I'm close to the enemy in question. I fire the rocket launcher. There is a little bit of a problem there. Alright, Archer slain. Now, you may ask yourself, do you need to attack everybody in the area here? Well, no. Sort of. You do need to find a key, which I did find the key already in this area, and I'm already low because of my rocket launcher. And that was probably not a good idea in terms of using the rocket launcher there. Now, projectiles can go through the floor, as you saw there, and I'm going to get back and ask Lady Tallowmere to heal me. Thank you. So, now, one of the things that I like about this game is its verticality. What do I mean by that? Well, you have an infinite jump. And really, that actually makes it stand out in the genre, because you have games where there's a little bit more, seemingly more focus on vertical combat. Rogue Legacy I can think of, but not to this extent, where it is really exactly, you need to sort of hone yourself in terms of everything that is going around, and my enemies grow stronger. There we go. Because there's so many traps and things like that, that just like slamming on the A button is not always going to work. Okay, there we go. Okay. Got a lot of enemies around me. Now, I'm getting a lot of energy for killing them in terms of health, so I do want to sort of keep the pace up in terms of that. Ooh, Hailstorm. But I do have the Ice Wand already. This Ice Wand, and check, I'll show you this one. This one's a little bit weird. I don't know what is the sort of what it takes to actually fire at an enemy or not. Sometimes it just doesn't want to seem to fire. And you can see the little nice effects that it has on certain portions. Like he's actually, you can show you, he's actually chill. This one for some reason is fine. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. So you have to be in a certain range area for the Ice Wand in question. And you notice I also got 2 keys. Well, I also find merchants. I am using the grenades. That was stupid. Alright, there we go. Let's go with not that. I like the Emerald Dagger, really. Alright, so there we go. He's on top of that. I will keep on going here. And more souls. I don't know where the statue is, so I'm just going to go on to the next area. Alright, so I've noted the vertical combat and the weapons and the shield at this point. I've noticed the enemy variety in question. Now, there are boss monsters in question. And in this level, actually, I need to find the mysterious vials, it looks like. Yep, they're right there. There's one of them. And I think this will give me... Yep, I drink it with a straw. Oh, stun duration is a little bit lessened. That's good. That's actually really good. That's actually one of the more better upgrades they have. Nope. You're not getting out of this. You stunned me, you bastard. There we go. Drink a little bit of this nice elixir. Ooh, my attack power's up. Oh god, a lot of elites. There we go. Cool. And exploded. Oh, Fire Mage slain. Okay, and this is a humming emerald dagger. That may be useful. Let's go and talk to our merchant here. I don't remember if I... Oh, yeah, the merchants are available for me. Cool. All right, so let's see here. I don't need that. Don't need that. Or that. Cool. Do you have anything interesting for me? The head tech would be more useful for me, so let's get that, and I'm already wearing it. That's good. Okay. See, now some of the problems with the game is that you get these random dungeons, but sometimes it's just in an area which really sucks in terms of just, like, enemy placement. Like, you really need to hone your skills in terms of jumping, and sometimes honing your skills isn't exactly doable because, I mean, look at this. I really need precise precision in order to get in there without damaging myself. What was that headgear? I'll take the acid resistance. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. And one more vial for me here. Sip it up. So, again, this is an interesting roguelike in my mind. And again, it is only $5. And for what the content you get out of it, I really think it does a very good job in keeping the variety there in terms of the different weaponry, the different enemies, and the options that you have to start every run, it will make it seem interesting. There's enough variety here to keep you going. And, you know, I've only played about 4 hours of this at this point, but I'm really enjoyed every hour of it. In fact, you might say, hey, well, you know, I'm doing, you know, maybe 7, 8 different new games a week. And yet I want to play this a little bit more. Should say something about it. So, what else can I talk about? Well, really, I've gone over a lot of what the game has to offer. Now, there are story segments to the game. They are randomized, and they're sort of comical in nature. One where you have to feed the cat a laxative. Why? Well, because he ate, you know, a powerful artifact, and, you know, sort of caused a little bit of problems for the world. A little bit. Alright, so the one thing I will say is that a lot of people have looked at this art style and been like, probably been turned off by it. I can understand why. It definitely has a unique look, but it looks sort of... It doesn't have that refinement to it in terms of the art, but, you know, the thing is that I'm surprised at the animation quality. And by the animation quality, I mean, it's not, like, simple or, you know, it doesn't look unnatural in terms of, like, when you're stabbing somebody. It looks like I'm actually, you know, moving my knife forward and stabbing them. It actually did really surprise me, and I actually somewhat like the art style and what it did. So, honestly, I actually put that as a positive now, despite the fact that at first I was like, this looks a little bit ugly. But, again, some of the ugliest games can be some of the funnest at this point. Alright, I've shown you a lot of what the game has to offer. I think I'm going to stop it here, just for the reference of, I don't want this to go too long. So, this is Dragnix signing out. This is a Tallowmere extended cut again. Again, I wanted to give you guys a little bit more out of the 90-second dash, because this game does deserve your time and money. It's $5. It's worth it in my opinion. Alright, I will see you all later. Again, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. It helps me out. Trying to grow the channel, trying to grow who I am as a person. Blah, 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 all that jazz. Alright, I will see you all later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.